The sad beige troopers are back out in full force once again. But this time, they have done the unthinkable. At this point, we're quite used to the beige aesthetic obsessed mummy vloggers dressing their kids in sadness and shame. Remember those cutesy little Hannah Montana tops that we'd be in at 7 years old because we were 7-year-olds? We weren't just accessories for our parents' Instagram feeds. No, has to be some pretentious $275 plain beige sweater that the kids absolutely hate, but how can their little 5-year-old selves explain that to their Instagram aesthetic obsessed parents? They just can't. And I mean, remember the phenomenon of people buying up historic homes that had as much of a personality as 1 million people squeezed into one room? Yeah, just knocking all of that down just to become another run-of-the-mill sad beige modern home. As if the housing market isn't already filled with annoying modernized personality devoid houses. Not homes. Well, apparently, aesthetics have taken over people's lives so much so that they feel the need to dress up their trash. Yes, aestheticize their rubbish. No, I am not kidding. Pav. When your wheelie bin is no longer an eyesore, Lux bin covers in stock soon. Teehee. Trash is supposed to be trash. There is nothing beautiful about the bloody pad that I had to put in the bin this morning. Not everything in your life has to be aestheticized, as I feel as though it's getting a little too far now. My outside bins serve its purpose. It's where I put the trash so that the trash is taken away and then I don't have to feel like a crappy human being and think about it anymore. I don't need to goth up my trash bins just to show everybody on the street, hey guys, did you know that I'm goth? It's probably because nobody cares and you shouldn't care in general about the way your trash bin looks. I mean, come on, are we actually losing our minds? Oh my god, I am really sorry if I am feeling very emotional right now. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. First, it was, aestheticizing our cups, and it was like, okay, I get why you need to have that pink coquette bloquette core cup, babe. But now we're aestheticizing our trash. Trash is not pretty! Why are we trying to prettify trash? I just really don't get it. Bins are actually not supposed to be cute and aesthetically pleasing, as the stuff we're throwing away on a daily basis is very much far from that. I'm just confused on why we are having to constantly empty our pockets to try and achieve a life that just doesn't exist. Like, let's bring ourselves back to reality and realize that, you are dressing up a literal trash bin just to put your trash inside of it and the trash man comes to get it. And on top of that, the trash man is just gonna drive by that thing, because at first I was like, is that like a huge piece of decor? Like, and I mean, sure, if you want your inside bin to kind of coincide with the decor that you have in your house and you kind of want it to look fine, you don't want it to look like, a trash can, that's all well and fine. I don't really care about that because it's inside your house. But your outside bin is kind of like a means to an end. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change the way your house looks, as a bin is not supposed to be pretty. And let's also touch on the fact that these covers in of itself are quite impractical. First off, literally everybody forgets about bin day, right? So not only are you forgetting about bin day, but now you are having to remember to also take this cover off of the bin so that the garbage man isn't just driving past whatever the hell that is. What is that? Pav, you can't hide your ugly willy bin, so you might as well blend it into your house with a luxe cover. Actually, no, I'm not gonna be calm right now. Your trash is not supposed to look aesthetically pleasing, babe. It is not supposed to blend in with your Instagram showroom of a home. No, it's not even a home, it's a house. You don't even live in it, to the point where you want to put these dumb covers on your bin. For what reason? It doesn't make sense. It's like, what's next, guys? Because it seems to be as though everything that's ugly has to be changed. It has to be prettified. Nobody just appreciates the fact that there are some things that can just be completely left alone. Like, what's next? Are you just gonna go up to people on the streets who don't have a home and be like, oh my god, these scruffy jorts, they don't actually fit my aesthetic. Could you please wear this pretentious shite? And you may call me crazy for that, but if it's getting to a point where people care so much about how their outside bin trash can situation looks, then what's to say that it doesn't go even further than that? And you're probably wondering too, like, how much do one of these bin covers cost? What? Almost $200 to dress up your bin. Right. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm calling the HOA. I'm calling the housing association because you do not have luxe bin cover. So much more to life than making your bins pretty. Starving animals, for starters. I don't think bin covers are what we need. Plus, it's just more landfill. That's the irony of it all, isn't it? The fact that you're buying a cover to cover up your bin because it's too ugly looking and it doesn't align with the outside aesthetics of your house, only for the cover to eventually get really dirtied. You're unable to clean it properly, it gets damaged, and then you have to throw away the bin cover for the bin because now it's not clean girl enough. It's dirty now. This company does advertise these bin covers to be durable and withstands weather conditions and all this kind of stuff, like it doesn't grow mold on it. You would really want to hope not for almost $200 goddamn dollars. Because whenever I talk about stuff like this, my question is always, what happens when these people who are so desperately obsessed with attaining this unattainable aesthetic in their lives, like to the point where it affects how they feel about a bin, this cover will just be thrown into the bin, get put on even more landfill because the next trend came along. You know, it's not beige anymore, it's not millennial grey anymore, it's this, that, and the third. And now bin covers become a thing and you customize them and all this stuff when it's like, that is actually stuff we don't need on the planet. I'll be real with you, a bin cover is like at the very bottom of things that you would need in life. You're probably someone who's obsessed with shoes and, you know, you have 10 pairs of shoes and you don't wear any of them because you love the shoes. Okay, fine, that actually makes sense. There's actually an argument for you to own those shoes because you will have to wear them someday and you might wear them. But a bin cover? What the hell? Why are people so afraid of the ugly? Like, it's a bin. It is a bin. It does not affect your life in the slightest that a bin is ugly. Really? We're caring about an ugly bin now? Am I too poor? Wait. Too poor mentioned? Sadie likes crazy girls, down out, but he hates when I get crazy. To understand why people don't want to have their bins visible, honestly, we might just be stupid dumb brokies to not understand this whatsoever, because I most certainly don't understand why you would feel this innate need to go ahead and dress up your bin because it doesn't make sense. And look, maybe somebody in the comments could help me understand or give me some clarity into the minds of people who would opt into spending almost $200 for a bin dress up. You need to get a grip. You need to get a grip. But it's not just bins people are trying to cover up. It's the sad beige parents back at it again with making sure that they make their children suffer through their aesthetics with them. Because here's the thing, right? Let's just say in the future I'll have a little drama queen. I always use this analogy whenever I talk about being a parent because people love to say that, oh, drama queen, you're not a parent, so you actually don't get to speak on what it would be like if you were a parent. Like I was a kid once, you don't have to be a parent to speak on parenting. I would not force anything on my hypothetical thing. Whatever they like, I love. That's the be all and end all for me. Like for example, I thoroughly dislike it whenever I walk past a children's toy shop and it literally just has has toys that are so clearly aimed towards parents who aestheticize their entire existence, to the point where some of these parents actually genuinely use their children as an accessory for their social medias. Betty, your kid should be having kid things, not things that pertain to the aesthetic of your house. I promise it won't hurt the sad beige walls having a little SpongeBob toy. One day we'll miss the bike and messed up curtains. Let them be. What do you mean, messed up curtains? The curtains are literally curtaining. And let them be? Bro. Practice what you preach first, okay? Let them be means let them have kid things. Let them be with the color, man. But here's the thing, right? I don't necessarily hate the aesthetic of what's happening here. It's just that, be so serious with me right now. She's acting like there's toys just spread out all over the floor, and the iPad is covered in ick and snot. Crumbs from the Nature's Valley bar little Jamesy boy had at 3 o'clock absolutely stuck to the carpet. But no, the house looks like a picture out of a Vanity Fair magazine showcasing Martha Stewart's living room, and boom, there's her grandkid's trikey there. But you wait, it gets better. No, but what's even funnier are those kinds of people, and you know exactly what kinds of people I'm talking about. The people who treat their houses like a house, not as a home. The people who would rather you not live in the house, but merely exist inside of your own space. PLV, you come home and your husband has ruined your house aesthetic and bro's just out here living life, gaming on the couch. There's really nothing that bad going on here. It's kind of crazy to me that people like this will get with somebody and then reduce them just to a person that lives inside of the house. They're not an actual human being, they're just there. Instead of thinking of your husband as his own living, breathing, opinionated person who might just want comfort on the couch for once instead of being cooped up inside of the only space that he's allowed to have his things in, I forgot. The aesthetics of the house matters so much more than comfortability, than just practicality. The husband isn't even destroying the house with his bare hands. He's literally just sat there gaming. I don't understand. And I always have this question that pops up into my head for these people, what exactly is ruining the aesthetic right now? I promise you will live. The decor is the only thing that is saving this house from looking like an actual insane asylum. I just cannot stand people who are this aesthetic obsessed, as it's so insufferable to constantly be thinking about what your stuff looks like as opposed to just being a human being and living in the space that you share with somebody. You shouldn't even be this worried about the appearances of your house, unless of course it's an episode out of Hoarders, which it's not here. Pav, your husband is obsessed with Lego and it's ruining your home aesthetic. POV, your partner is obsessed with the appearances of the house and it's ruining my fun and creativity. Because it can go both ways, sweetheart. It is insane to me how y'all will willfully and knowingly get with somebody who has aesthetics or tastes that you don't agree with having expressed around the house. And look, I may be lucky in the fact that my boyfriend and I have extremely a lot in common, to the point where it's you know what, this piece of decor, we both love it. And he obviously has that nerdy bit about him, right, where he wanted to also display his Lego in the lounge, and I don't have a problem with it. It has been out there for weeks now and it will continue being out there. And one of the main reasons why is because anytime I look at that, I smile, I get happy. I'm like, he did that, he built that. I love him so much, and whatever reminds me of my boyfriend, I get happy. So it's what do you mean that you're this obsessed with the aesthetics of your house? Look, I get it too. I love aesthetically pleasing stuff as well, but not to this degree. I think to this degree is certainly toxic. And it's why do you even share this space with this person then? If you don't want anything around the house that remotely reminds you of them. And maybe I'm just a loving girlfriend, or maybe I just do not understand this way of life where you don't allow your partner to express themselves in the same space that they share with you. The same space, mind you, that you're allowed to express yourself in, but if they want to express themselves, that is not a good thing. And I don't understand that shit. Because if I was told, actually, no, you can't have that out here. Am I with my parents? Like, no, this is our house. We make the rules here. And it's like, obviously don't put a Star Wars poster out in the lounge area that you have in your 16-year-old bedroom. I think people can collectively agree on that. Like, keep that obviously in your own space. Just like how I wouldn't have any of this in my lounge area, obviously, because it wouldn't make sense. If I was single, however, I would have all of this in my lounge area, but I'm not single. That's what I'm trying to get across. Like, aesthetics become so important to some people that they will literally destroy their relationships over it. And I know that in a lot of cases as well, you know, like the man doesn't care, or the woman doesn't care, or they don't care. And it's like, okay, that is great and that works for some people, but I have seen firsthand the annoyance and the frustration of somebody just putting something out in their house and then being told that they have to put that back. Like, just leave it out. It's fine. It's not going to hurt you. It's their space too. So with all that being said, everyone, I need a shower. I cannot stress enough. Like, okay, TMI, but my butt is sweating so much right now. Like, I'm in my pajama shorts right now because it is really late at night. And on top of that, it is getting a lot warmer at the moment in Australia. We're approaching September, and September is my birthday month. Yes, September 14 is Drama Queen Day, so we will be celebrating good, babes. But no, like, this room is really hot right now. Like, I am glad y'all are not in here with me, and that is probably contributing to why I've had such strong emotions in this video today. But regardless, you're on Drama Queen, okay? You're not on Undramatic Queen. So with all of that being said, everybody, have you unfortunately been in a situation where you have had to deal with someone who is so aesthetic obsessed to the point where they're like, nope, I don't want any trace of your existence around this house? And would you ever buy a bin cover, or do you just not care like the rest of the population? Sound off in the comments below, everybody. Thank you for your stay at Yappersville today, everybody. It has been a great yappening, and I hope your residency is a breeze. Take care of yourselves, and most of all, love yourselves.